Well, it's finally here, the Taco Bell Y2K Decades menu. If you guys don't know, I am a huge fan of Taco Bell. And we're going to take a look at this ridiculous limited time offering that they're doing. They do a lot of limited time offerings, but this one is probably the most interesting one I have seen since I've been a fan of Taco Bell. They have a lot of things in this limited time offering, and it's all meant to be stuff that used to exist and is coming back kind of as a fan service. They're really wrapping in the whole Y2K thing, which is just kind of weird in my eyes. I don't have any interest in that, but they are doing like games or something like that as well. You can play with like a little taco on the app or something like that. I don't know. But we're going to take a look because I bought one of every item from the Y2K drop and I ate them all. So we're going to give you my thoughts on all of them. Going to rank them by value too, because that is a very hot topic right now with Taco Bell, is the money. And I will give you my thoughts on which the best item overall is as well. So that is one of all the main items. I got two of these. That's a 7-layer burrito. I got one for my mother. She wanted that and an empanada. This was hers. She wanted the one with beef. It kind of like exploded, but yeah, she wanted the one with beef. You had to add beef. That's extra, but it's still pretty cheap. I think that's like a pretty notable thing about the 7-layer burrito or whatever. People think it's quite a good deal. I got mine with chicken. I removed lettuce and tomato, which they failed to do. So both of us had everything in it, and then we just added 2 proteins to it. I got that slow roasted chicken. I guess we can just start there because honestly, this was the worst thing that I purchased it's not even close. Like there's not even a close second to it. It was just not good. I think they do too much with the burritos. First of all, a lot of people have criticized the burritos for being like hard to eat because things get really mushy and kind of soggy. Famously, they removed the grilled option on the app, but I think it is back as of today. I didn't get any of these grilled just because I wanted to have the authentic experience that they expect you to have, but yeah, it's just not good. I'll tell you, the chicken is terrible. I don't know why I even got it. I think the beef is the only option. I've seen the Cantina menu items go kind of well for me. Like I kind of like some of the chicken and stuff they do with that, but I just do not like anything other than the beef there. That's pretty much it. I've tried the steak. It's terrible. It's like super chewy. You can't even bite through it. But the fact that they actually did not remove the lettuce and the tomato like I wanted and just added a bunch of chicken, and that wasn't even very good. Yeah, this was without question the worst item on the menu. And I think a lot of the reason people like it is because it's actually pretty cheap. Whatever it is for you guys, for me, it's $3. Everything's $3 on this menu besides the cheesy gordita crunch. It's actually a pretty good deal, I guess, if you like the burritos. There's a lot of stuff in it too, right? I mean, there's technically 7 things in it. I think the problem is I couldn't taste any of it. You barely taste any of it. It's just really dominated by the lettuce. That's why I never get lettuce in these items, because the lettuce just really fills it up to the point where you kind of can't taste anything else. I thought the guacamole part was like, all right, I don't know. It was okay. Like you couldn't really taste anything. So I would say that this is the worst item. So I definitely wouldn't get that again, but I do know a lot of people look at it just because it is a cheaper burrito, that it's good by comparison. But yeah, you might call me crazy, but I actually prefer the 5-layer burrito. Just way better options out there. Now I think this is kind of becoming the staple of the drop. This is kind of what like the drop has as its foundation, if you ask me. The Cool Ranch taco. So you guys probably know they have the Doritos Locos taco with the nacho cheese shell. I tried that for the first time probably about 6 months ago, and I have to say it's really good at first, but then the more you eat of it, you realize it's like you can barely taste it. Again, like the food on the inside dominates the outside. So in terms of a taco, paying $3 for a taco is ridiculous, asinine actually. But the shell itself is very good. If I can just eat the shell, like if they can just sell just the shell, I'd probably like it, to be honest. It's very tasty. And also this was broken. That's another reason why I don't like getting these, because they always break. The hard shell tacos always break. Either I don't know if it's on the way home or if it's before they hand it to me. I don't know, but it's just broken in half here. It didn't end up mattering because this actually worked out. I just ate the shell. Like I enjoyed the shell more than I actually enjoyed the taco. But for $3, it's not my least favorite item on the menu, but it is definitely a very bad value, and I don't think I would get this again. Now we also have a cheesy gordita crunch with that same Cool Ranch taco shell in there. Okay, so now I've tried this with the nacho cheese shell in there. I have to say the same thing about both products. You just don't taste it. It's like it's not even there. It's really not even there. Now the previous situation was it was the same price as the cheesy gordita crunch, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, the cheesy gordita crunch is my favorite item on the Taco Bell menu. If I get Taco Bell, I always get one of these. I don't know what it is specifically about it. I think it's just like that really soft outer layer, and then oftentimes I'll get potatoes added to the inside, have the lettuce removed. I just love it. It's just comforting. The sauce is really nice. It mixes really well with the meat. But the trick is these are really freaking expensive for what they are. So I always get it for free with the app. You can use the app, and it's one of the offerings that you get after you spend so much money. You get tons of points. So every single time I get Taco Bell, I get one of these for free. I think it's the same price as the regular cheesy gordita crunch, but I genuinely don't know the price of that item because I never buy it. I always get it for free or with another, like a box or something like that. This seems ridiculous. Like the price is ridiculous actually for this, and it's going to be really ridiculous when I compare it to the next item. So to pay extra for this, like why would I? You know what I mean? But I don't think you do. I think if you want a cheesy gordita crunch and you're already not getting them for free, then just buy this one. It's probably better. I don't know. It's hard to compare them side by side, but I'd say say it's probably better. I really like the Cool Ranch shell. I really do. I wish you could just buy the shells. Okay, so the actual best purchase on the menu is this item right here. And a lot of people were trying to sell me on this before I got it. This is the double decker taco, and it is ridiculously good. And I'm gonna tell you why it's so good. And it is going to wrap into the price point very heavily here. Like I said about the cheesy gordita crunch, the thing I like the most is that kind of soft outer layer, because there's almost like a dichotomy to it. You know, it's like a very different contrast from the outside to the inside. And then when you have the warm meat and the other stuff in the inside, it really goes far. Now this item is even better than the normal one they offer because it has the refried beans on the outside. Those got a little cold by the time I was finishing eating it, and they kind of hardened up, and it kind of dominated the flavor profile for the item, but it doesn't even matter to me because the texture of what I was biting through was like heaven. It was really, really nice. It's very much like a cheesy gordita crunch in the same way. It's very pleasant to eat. And I think if I added the same sauce that's on the cheesy gordita crunch, I don't know if that's even an option, but I think if I did have that on here, I would say that this is just better in all ways. The bread is not the same. I guess a gordita is what they call the actual soft thing that you get on the cheesy gordita crunch, but it's almost the same. Like, it's almost indecipherable. You can really not tell the difference when you're chewing through it. And other than that, it's like the exact same ingredients. So yeah, you kind of can't go wrong with this, considering it's cheap and it's $3 or whatever, and it's really filling too. I mean, this was probably the most filling thing. And you see how stuffed it is too, right? That's the reason I took the second picture of it, because it is actually filled. Like, it's legit. Now that was the best item I'd say overall because of the value and everything you get there and how filling it was. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this is the best tasting item maybe I've ever had. Period. I mean, that's kind of crazy to say. Maybe I've ever had from Taco Bell right here. It's actually funny because on their website, it says the chili cheese burrito, a cult favorite and most passionately pursued menu item, sparked a fan-run chili cheese burrito tracker to hunt down locations that still serve it. Because apparently it was something that a lot of locations did serve. Now I'm going to tell you guys, when I look on the app, all of these items are marked as limited time, but not this one. This one does not have that limited time stamp on it on the app. So I don't know if they're actually bringing it back full time or what, but I'm getting this again. 100% sure I'm getting this again. Everything else is like, maybe, but this is definite. It was so freaking good. And I don't know if they have this chili on any other product or if you can get it with anything. I don't know, but it was insane. Like, oh my God, without question, the best tasting thing. Just don't try to cut it to take a picture of it because it is a total mess. This is a good candidate for having the grilled burrito. I think this would be a great candidate. So not the best value because it wasn't very filling, frankly. Yeah, it was the best tasting one for sure. And then finally, we topped it off with the caramel apple empanada. And this had been served for about a week now. I was really hesitating to try to get it because I knew I wanted to make this video and try it all for the first time. I'm going to tell you guys, I do not like the outer layer at all. I really, really like an apple pie at a fast food restaurant. Like, my favorite one is Popeyes. Theirs are spectacular, and the outside usually has kind of like a pretty heavy dusting of regular granulated sugar on it, and I think it kind of masks the kind of like fried outer layer. This one did not have that at all, so you kind of have to bite through it. It's kind of hard to bite through, honestly. Like, it was a lot firmer than I thought it was going to be. And then my first bite, well, I basically didn't get anything in the first bite because I only bit the corner off, but my first actual bite of the filling was like almost kind of baffling. I was like, wait, this does not taste like apple at all. I think that's kind of the big thing about it, is it really is more like a caramel pastry than it is an apple thing. My first bite, I was like, what is this? Second bite, I was like, oh, it's not bad. Third bite, where it was like all just the filling, I was like, oh, it's one of the best things I've ever had. It's so gooey and just kind of warm and comforting. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just really smooth. It's actually like just fun to eat. I just enjoyed eating it, but it did not taste like an apple pie at all, and that was disappointing. And that $3 price tag is a bit ridiculous. Desserts at Taco Bell are historically terrible in my eyes in terms of price point. They're all tasty, I'm sure, but they are really rough to see the $3 price tag on something. It's quite small. It's very, very small. You don't really get dessert. Like, I try not to ever get dessert at restaurants. There's enough sugar added to some of this stuff anyway. So I probably won't ever get this again. But like, if this was somehow not $3 and it was like maybe part of a bundle, yeah, I'm eating this happily. It was really good. And this was above average. This was definitely one of the better items here. So I'll do like a tier list. I think like the best way to close is to give you my ranking of all of them. So we ended up getting 6 items. So I'll just say like number 6 overall, the least attractive item was definitely the 7-layer burrito. I think a lot of people are hung up on the actual price of them, but considering we just had the burritos from the other limited time offering, I'm like not in any way attracted to this item. So that was without question. That's like tier app. That's like 4 or 5 tiers below any other item on this menu, and I will not buy that again. Next up, I would say is the Doritos Locos Taco, and I think it's just, the problem is it's just a taco. Like, it's $3 taco and the shell broke. You barely get any meat in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth the money, and it's always something that you should get with something else. So to buy it as a single was a terrible, terrible idea on my part. But the taste of it was fine. Like, the taco was good. I loved the meat. I love the stuff that's in it. The shell though is really good, like 9 out of 10. I really like the shell, and if I can just buy the shell as a side, I would definitely do that. So that's like 5 overall, but that's like B tier. We're talking about B tier. Then like also on B tier, number 4 overall, I would say is the empanada. It was really nice and just like really smooth tasting. Like I said, it was just like fun to eat. And the big issue I have with it is the price point is just ridiculous for how small that is. So that's like the 4th best item. The 3rd best item I would definitely say is the cheesy gordita crunch. I love the gordita. I love the idea of this item. And like I said, this is without question my favorite purchase. Time and time again, whenever I go to Taco Bell, I will get this item, but it's way overpriced buying it single. And the Doritos Locos Taco part just didn't factor in. It didn't even matter. I didn't even taste it. I don't think I would. I mean, there's just no point in getting it. If I can't get the thing for free, it's just way too much money to get it. Number 2 overall, comfortably the double layered taco. It was basically just a cheesy gordita crunch for half the price. Like it was pretty much the same thing. I don't see any reason to get the cheesy gordita crunch over that. Definitely the most filling item per dollar, most satisfying item per dollar for sure. And then like I said, the best actual tasting item on here is this thing. It's just ridiculous, and I really do hope this stays on the menu. Even though it's $3, I will be getting this a lot. So those are my thoughts. I really was very eager to try all this stuff. I had been waiting weeks and weeks for this, follow all the Taco Bell news. I've become like a super fan, and didn't disappoint, frankly. It was very, very good. It was expensive. A lot of this food was very expensive. We got everything together was $30, 30 United States dollars I just spent for Taco Bell. At least I got a lot of points. All right, sounds good, you know, but yeah, it was satisfying, and I definitely would try some of these things again. I just don't know. The price point's kind of rough, and the fact that most of them don't come with any other type of combo. Like the combos are where Taco Bell's at, let's be serious. So I don't know. What do you guys thought? Did you try it out? Do you think it's worth it? Is this one of the best limited time offerings they've ever done? I don't know. They really try to hype it up. Y2K was like kind of scary for me, man. I was like in 5th grade. I thought the world was going to end. So not the image I was looking to have invoked, but yeah, you know, 2000s, it was a fine time in my life. Pokemon, right? That was when it came out. So great. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more food reviews, let me know. I don't really plan on doing stuff like this ever again, but it was just such a big deal, and I was so involved in Taco Bell recently that I figured, hey, might as well do it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.